think we can get started now, and any other participants that will be joining in after, they can also watch the recorded versions of this from the beginning, and as well as the current participants. If you would like to rewatch this webinar, you feel free to go to our YouTube channel. It will be YouTube, and then you just search up Blue Teamwork, and you'll be able to access this recorded versions. So a quick introduction of myself. My name is Sarah, and I'm from the customer success team at Blue. Today's topic, I will be sharing with you on how to use Blue with Pabbly Connect. So we recently just did a collaborations with them and finally have this integration tool for our Blue users. Today I will share with you some of the features that they have and also some of the features that we've got and how to set up our Blue API with the Pabbly Connect as well. So today I'll be sharing with you 3 different types of integrations. So one with Google Forms, and then another one with a calendar invite. So it would be like your Google Calendar invites or your Outlook. And then another one would be on Help Scout tickets, or if you're using MailChimp, anything that you're doing with your customers, your support tickets or anything like that, I'll also be sharing with you as well. So essentially it will be like receiving emails and then having the task right on Blue. So let me just also quickly walk you through a little bit of what is Blue and then also how Blue works. So Blue is a project management tool. It's very simple and very affordable and very easy to get started. So I'm just going to share with you my my Blue account right now. So if you're an old Blue users, this is something that you probably already know, but if you're new to Blue, so Blue works as like a company basis. So you can have as many companies as you want on Blue, but each payment is for one company. So as you can see, I have a lot of companies here. It's because our Blue customer actually invited me to their project just to check and see if there's any features that they're confusing on or if there's any bugs that they caught. And I'll just go ahead and quickly check it for them. So as you can see, that's why I have a lot of companies on my Blue account. So you can easily switch between these companies with just the same login. And within the Blue company, it works almost like an office space. So what that means is like, so within the company, you have your office, right? And you also have your different departments. So as you can see here, these are my projects. So project works almost like a department. So this would be like, as you can see, Blue Growth, Blue AQ, so recruitment. So that's like different department that divided like in project forms. But we also have folders as well. However, folder is unique to ourselves. It's not a company-wide folder yet. And then quickly, when you get into Blue, you'll see your recent activities. So any to-dos created. As you can see, I have a lot of to-dos here, which is because it is from my Pabbly Connect. I was just testing it earlier from the last week so that I can prepare for this week's webinar. And then I also have a recent active people as well. And then this is what be your to-do. This is what I check normally on a daily basis just to see what I need to get done. And then the checklist items. So I'm just going to go through this pretty quickly as well. If you would like to go in depth on some of the features that we have at Blue, like the in-depth features of these features that we've got, you can also check in our YouTube channel for the previous webinar where I go really in depth on what each of this feature does. So you have your projects. So each project, you can have as many users as you want or clients as you want, right, on Blue as well. And then as you can see here, I have 2 separate projects here for today's webinars. So today's webinar is going to be linked a lot with, again, Pabbly Connect, of course, and then also our Blue API. So I'm just going to go ahead and also share with you what it looks like as well with our Blue API, and then also how that works and how to actually set it up and connect it with the Pabbly Connect as well. Okay, so these are the main features and the main project that we've got. And each project, if you go in, you have your board view, and then you can easily switch to different types of view that you prefer if you work in a calendar form or a database view, which is something that I love personally. And then back to the board view. So as you can see in this project, we have the form submissions and an email ticket and calendar invites, which is something that I want to focus on today's topic, and how you can actually get all the information right onto Blue. So just a quick introduction as well with Pabbly Connect. Currently, so if you go into the Pabbly Connect, the Blue section, so it would be this one. Hold on, let's quickly move this down. Okay, so okay, Blue. So this would be the Pabbly Connect with Blue, but you can definitely go back to the Pabbly homepage as well. Okay, so this is what Pabbly looks like, and then you can just quickly search for Blue, and then you'll be able to see how many apps that you can actually connect with Blue as well. So there's over 800 apps that you can connect with Blue. So Pabbly is essentially a automation workflow that you can set up to connect. Like, for example, you have a calendar invite and you want that to do right on Blue. So at the moment, we only have the actions for Blue. What that means is that any actions, any triggers that you have from other tools. So let's say if you create a new event on Google Calendar, then you can it automatically create a to-do right on Blue. Unfortunately, it's not yet possible to do like from Blue to other tools. So that would be like a trigger from Blue, but currently we don't have Webhook. But this is what our team is actively working on, and hopefully soon we'll be able to have that feature as well, so that you can actually send like different tasks to email or different tasks to other tools as well, from Blue to other tool instead of from other tool to Blue. So currently we only have other tools to Blue, which the actions on Blue. So let me know if you have any questions, if I'm going too fast or if I'm going too slow. Just please feel free to let me know, and leave in the chat box if you have any questions or any concerns about any features. I'm very happy to share with you any features that you are curious about or any things that you would like to see as well. But again, just a quick reminder for those who just came in. So this week's it's going to be focusing on Blue integrations. And the three main integrations that I will share with you today would be Google Form, Help Scout Tickets, or MailChimp if you're using MailChimp. And then we also have a Google Calendar as well, on how you can send those triggers to Blue. So welcome new members to the webinars. So as you can see, so let's just do a quick search on here. So let's just do a calendar, which is what we're focusing on today. And this will lead you to the Google plus Blue Calendar integrations. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to see what are the things that you can do at the moment with Google Calendar and Blue. So this is just an automated workflow that you can easily set up. There's no code or anything required on your end. I personally don't really know any codes, which is why this is very helpful for me. And as I've been testing so far, it has been helping me a lot. And I can see a lot of like cool features from here as well. So there's no code required on this. It's very easy to set up. So I'm just going to share with you some of the basic setup that integrations that you can do on your end, and then also just a little bit more practice. You can actually advance on this as well. So let's say when this happened, like new events, and then you can also create a to-do on Blue. So these are just the automating workflow that you can set up on with Pabbly Connect. So Blue and Google Calendar, and also again with many apps, like hundreds and hundreds of apps that you can work with, like JotForm, Form Builders, even with other CRM tools. So let's just quickly take a look at what you can do with Asana as well. So like when a task changes in Asana, there's something, there's an action create on Blue. So these are just a few things that you can do right on Blue. So let me just quickly share with you this link as well, so that during or after the webinar, you can actually look into this as well. Let me know if you have any questions so far. I'm very happy to answer anything that you're curious about as well. Okay, so another thing that I also want to mention is that Pabbly Connect is actually kind enough to share a lifetime deal with our Blue users. So I'm just quickly copy and paste this to the chat box as well, so you can access the lifetime deal with this link here. Let me just quickly share with you what it looks like in case you don't want to click on the link right now. So at the normal pricing, it's around I think 500 for the standard pricing. So this is what we have at Blue, but if you're a bigger company, I would recommend to use the ultimate. But if you're just a small company, I would just recommend to use the pro or standard, which is what we're having. This is the standard version. It can get really expensive with the yearly plan, but I do recommend to check out the lifetime deal while we're at it and while we're on the offering right now. So if you want to check, you can quickly click on the link in the chat as well. Okay, we actually have a quick question here. No. Yes, so with the Google form today, I will actually share with you on how to connect Pabbly with Google Sheets as well. So it actually links hand in hand. So I'm actually going to share with you what that would look like. Okay, Gary. Okay, got it. Okay, I will try to slow down when it comes to scrolling. I did not know the screen is freezing. Okay, noted. Thank you so much. Okay, so again, the link to the Pabbly Connect lifetime deal is in the Zoom chat. And if you're watching the recorded version, I'll also leave it in the descriptions of the YouTube channel as well. So, okay, enough of the introductions. I'm just gonna share with you now on how to integrate Blue with other tools. I'm not sure how long this video, this webinar is going to be. It really depends on the setting up, but it should take, it shouldn't take too long. Hard to hear you now. Okay, so let me try to actually talk a lot louder. Let me know if other people is having the same problem with the hearing. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. The connection is quite slow at the moment, which is why my camera is not turning on. It's because it's been raining in my area, so hopefully it's okay on your end. Okay, so let me quickly now sign in to Pabbly Connect. So what you want to do is go to Pabbly Connect and then click on sign in. If you're new, you can click on the sign up for free section here. Also, if you don't want to use the deal, you can also use the free version, but there's task limit on how many tasks you can send to Blue as well. So what we want to look into is this Pabbly Connect section here, but there's also subscription building, email marketing, forms, but today we want to focus on Pabbly Connect and how to integrate with Blue. Click on access now. Okay, so this is what the dashboard looks like. So as you can see here, I have 3,000 tasks because this is the standard plan that I have. Tasks remaining as well. You can also have like free tasks when you first sign in as well. And these are all the tasks that I have created so far. So I did one with Help Scout. So Help Scout is our ticketing system. And then we also have Google Calendar and Google Form, which also link with Google Sheets as well. And this is something that we're going to be starting with today because for me personally, this is a bit more complicated than the rest. So I'm just going to start with Google Workflow as well. But as you can see here, I have about 74 tasks already that's been working so well on my end. So essentially this one, it would be any ticket or any supports that I receive right on Help Scout, there automatically I receive an email. Oh no, sorry, not an email, a to-do right on Blue. So I'm just gonna share quickly what that would look like. So now I'm back to Blue. So as you can see, new conversations. So these are 73 tasks that I received from Pabbly Connect. So this is what the setup looks like, but I'm going to share with you a starting from scratch on how it works as well. So I will use this Pabbly Connect project instead of the customer support. The customer support is something that I've just been testing, but I do recommend for you to create a separate project and just start playing around and testing with other apps that you're interested in to do the integrations. There are hundreds and hundreds of apps that you can do. And once we have the trigger options from Blue, there's going to be another webinar, it's like an advanced version of this, so that we can continue and see how that would work as well from there. So as you can see, this is the Blue project. So if you're already familiar with Blue, this is the board view that we have without any other to-dos yet on here until we create it from the Pabbly Connect section. So to start to create your automated workflow, you can just click on Create Workflow. And then I'll just name this Google Form Submission. Okay. And then this will lead you to this page. I have a quick questions from Emmett. It seems it's my version. Yes, this is unfortunately not yet possible, this is something that we've been working on. So once we have Webhook, that way we can actually set the triggers from Blue to other tools as well. At the moment, this is very, very new for us as well, which is why there's only actions happen on Blue. But once we have Webhook and there's possible triggers from Blue, I'll definitely create another webinar showcasing on how that would work as well. But at the moment, it's only work with the action. So as you can see, this is a trigger. So from other apps, and then this would be what happened on Blue. Hope I make sense on that. If it's confusing, please let me know as well. And then I'm very happy to elaborate on that. Okay, perfect. So we're just gonna choose our first application trigger. So that would be calendar, Google Calendar. And then would be the new event. So this new event would be like anything new on the Google Calendar. So let's say if you get an invite or anything, or if you set a Google Calendar, it will show up here, and then you just quickly click on connect. And then, so these I already set up the connections, but I'm just gonna show with you and start everything from scratch, which add new connections, and then you can click on connect with Google Calendar. And there's also instructions for you as well in case you need to see that. And then you just quickly create and then click on continue. Okay, so it's already done. And then I'll just quickly choose my own personal calendar instead of the holidays or birthday. And then I'll just quickly click on this as well. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the current webinars event that I have. So this is just testing and as well the setup. So please click on the save and send test request and make sure that everything here doesn't say error or anything like that. That way it means that your connection actually works. And then we go to choose on Blue. This is what it looks like on Blue. Create action. So what we want to do is create a to-do and click on connect. And then add new connections. So this part is where you would get into the API sections of Blue. So let me just go to our API, although I'll definitely delete this API because if it's your own company, you should not share the secret code as well. So once I'm done with this, I'll delete this API as well. I'll just have one that's active for my other personal Pabbly Connect. Okay, so the name would be Pabbly Connect. That generate token and copy your ID. So this is very important. Copy your ID and then paste the token ID here, and then copy your secret token here. Copy it, make sure that it's copied. And then you paste it in the token secret here. So save this for later if it's your own API. That way, this one will not show again. So this is the warning here. Make sure to copy the secret now. You won't be able to see it again, and then click confirm. And now that is done, you already create your first API. And then from there, as you can see, the company ID. So I'm just quickly go into the company, the Blue company, by using the browser instead of the install web app version, and click on Blue. So this is the company that you want to focus on, this one. So company and then Blue. You have to copy this section here, which is the blue, the word blue. But if it's your company's name, you need to copy your company's name and make sure that it is the exact same. Sometimes it can be confusing as well with like, sorry, I lost that section. And then copy Blue, make sure that's also lowercase. And then the project that I want to send my to-dos in. So this would be the company Blue projects Pabbly Connect project, like that. Sorry, I kept on losing that. I'm just closing. Project ID, like that, and then click Saved. Okay, so as you can see here, we have our company here, your project ID, which is the company's the project that we have, and then the to-do list as well, and then the title. So here is required. So this would be form submissions, but what we're doing right now is the calendar invite. So let's just quickly click on the calendar invite to do, which is this to do section here. Let me just go back. Calendar invites. Make sure to click the correct to-do list as well. And then you have your title, which is click on here. And then you want to use the summary because that is the title of the new event. And then the positions. So make sure to use this one here, and then save test. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, I'll try to really slow down. I'm very sorry. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the response that received, the to-do title as well here. So this is from the Google Calendar. So if we go back to Blue, let's see if that works. Okay, so as you can see, this is right from Pabbly Connect. So how to use Pabbly Connect with Blue. So this way, this is something that works automatically. So without having you to add copy the titles or the new events from Google Calendar and paste it onto Blue. What Pabbly Connect does is just automatically create a to-do that you set up from Pabbly Connect through Google Calendar as well. So that way you'll be able to receive a new to-do every single day if there's new invites every single day from Blue, or if there's new event as well. So you don't have to come in here and create a to-do. So that's just one of the example that we have today. So let me also share with you an add-on actions. So let's just quickly, this is the same Google form submission workflow. So Google Calendar. Oh, this is Google. Okay, I confused myself on that. I'll just create another workflow. Hopefully it's not confusing on your end. I'm very sorry. And then add another action step. And then here, let's pick Blue again. Blue, so the action would be add to-do assignees. So what you want to do here is just automatically add the to-do assignee to Blue once you received any new events. So if you work with a lot of team members and you don't want to go in and assign team members again and again, you can also use this action here, which is the add-on version of the triggers. So you just click connect and make sure that this is the correct one that you set up earlier, and then click save. Okay, as you can see here, also we need to change this as well. So back to the calendar invite. So make sure that these are in the correct section, that you map it correctly. And then how to use Blue with Pabbly Connect. So this is just the example and how the setup works. But once you actually receive more invites, it will automatically show on blue. So you don't have to come in here and set up everything again. And then add to do assignees. So let us quickly test on that and see if that actually sent in the information. Okay, so as you can see here, volume mutation result, and then just go on to the blue desktop and automatically assigned it to me. So that's just how the add-on work as well with Pabbly Connect. You can just leave the setup on and make sure to like save everything as well. So quickly click on save like that, and then also save up here, just to double save everything instead of like you missed all of your work. So just making sure save like that. Okay, so that's just how integrations with Google Calendar work. So let me just also share with you what Google Form submission work as well. This should be a different name here. Okay, so that is the Google Calendar. And now I'm just going to go ahead and jump to the Google Form because that one is a little bit more trickier than this. The Google Calendar is a lot more simple than Google Forms. And another add-on that I will share with Help Scout tickets, I'll also share with you on how to add tag as well automatically right on the Pabbly Connect section here. So this is, again, I just want to remind you that this is some of the really basic integrations that we have, but definitely once you start working on it, there's other tools that you might use every day, but this is just some of the tool that I use every day that seems to be working quite well. And also like form submissions, you can also get submissions from like Webflow or WordPress if that is something that you're using as well. Okay, use case name is that. Can you import it as a to-do on blue and assign it to myself? So I think Slack work as well with Pabbly Connect. So let us just quickly check on that. Okay, hold on. Let me just go to Pabbly Connect. I believe it works, but let me just quickly check that for you. Okay, yeah, we have Slack here. And then as you can see, a new channel, then you can create a folder on blue. When there's a new messages, okay, when there's a new message or anything, you can actually add the to-do assignees as well. So you can actually assign yourself. Unfortunately, I don't have Slack on my end, but please, if you have Slack, please test it out and please reach us out at help@blue.io if you have any other questions or concern. If there's anything error that you run into, we will also quickly get in touch with the Pabbly Connect team and then see as well. So if there's a new message, you can actually assign yourself, I believe, right on blue. Let me just quickly find that. I think it's back up. Yeah, add to do assignee. Yeah, sorry about that. Mentioning my name, like, oh, I'm not sure if that works. I don't think that works, but I'll definitely test this out, and then I'll also get back to you as well via email if it works or not. Unfortunately, I don't really know if it works at the moment because I personally don't use Slack. But I'll definitely check it, and I'll reach you by email. So if you can quickly send me your email address, and then I will definitely share with you as well once I've tested it out. Okay, perfect. So if you want, you can also just send a private chat to me and then I'll able to receive that the email. Okay, perfect. So let me just go back to our forms as well. Sorry about that. Okay, perfect. I'll just save that. Thank you. Okay, so now we're back to the Google Forms section. Let me just also close this. Why do I have a lot of this open? Very sorry about that. Okay, so let's create a Google Form workflow, which is work a lot differently. This involved with like other links as well. Okay, so now that you've created your workflow, like how I created earlier with the Google Invite calendar. But if you want, I think if you use with Calendly, where you book calls with your customer or like with your clients, I think that also works. And then you'll be able to add the to-do right on Blue as well through Pabbly Connect, like automatically. And then click on Google Forms. And then when you respond, received. Okay, so as you can see, we have the webhook URL, which I'll show you how that works as well. So now let's go to the Google Forms section. So I'll just gonna use their template, keeping this as simple as I can. I'm just gonna share with you like the integrations and how it works. And from there, please feel free to test it out and play around on your end. And if you have any questions or concern, please let us know. You can quickly email us at help@blue.io. If there's anything that you're confused on, if you need any help with the integrations, you can also book a demo call with us and have a chat with us as well if you would like. So let's just okay, back to building form. Quickly remove this and remove this. So just keeping it short. Okay. So now we go to the response sessions. And then we click on the Google Sheet. So create a spreadsheet, create a new spreadsheet, create. So now it leads us to the spreadsheet. And what we do here, if you go to extension, and this way, from here, you need to get an add-on. So get add-on like that. And then you'll need to search for Pabbly Connect Webhook. Search for this. And as you can see, it's already installed on my end. So you can just click on here and click installed like that. And there's also instructions on here if you need to. And once you install it, click close, and then you go back to the extension. As you can see here, Pabbly Connect Webhook, and then you click on initial setup. And then you enter your webhook URL. Oh, sorry, that was not copied. Let's go back to this webhook URL. So this is from the workflow that we created. Click copy. That it's now copied. Go back to the spreadsheet. Click on webhook URL, paste that. And then trigger column. So trigger column has to be the last column that you have, and make sure that this is required on your form. So if you go back to form, quickly, let me just go back to form like this, questions and phone number. So make sure that this is required so that you'll be able to receive the response to Blue. So make sure that the last column that you have is a required field, and go back to contact, and the trigger column would be the phone number. So let's place D like that. Click on submit. Okay, so now that is done. And also go back to the extension, make sure that you click on stand on events. Now that's working, and then go back again. Click on auto send on schedule. So the first couple of the form submissions, you might have to do the send all data a bit manually, but normally it works quite fine when you're done and once you have the auto send on schedule as well. Okay, so now that we set up our webhook URL on the spreadsheet, let's now go back to the form. Now it's just waiting for the webhook to respond. So let us test that out and then go to preview the forms. And now we're back on the form section. Hold on. Okay, so now we filled in the form. So let's go by name. So let's just put a random name. Let's say Maria at Gmail. And then phone number. So that would be, let's do that. And click on submit. Okay, so once you've submitted that, let's go back to Pabbly. Okay, so as you can see, it automatically captured the form response just now. So that means the integrations that we did with Google Form works. And we successfully installed the webhook URL to that spreadsheet as well. And then now we click on action, which is what we want to happen on Blue. So the first thing would be create the to-do again and connect. I'm just going to use the same API address that I created earlier and then click save. I added a step to change anything in the to-do list, title, start date. Oh yes, so for tags, descriptions, and assignee, you'll need to add another actions as well. So there will be 2 actions for Blue. At the moment, it is not yet possible to add the descriptions, but I think that would be definitely very helpful. And it's something that I can discuss with the Pabbly team and see if there's anything that we can do where we add descriptions, and then the title and then due date and also tags as well, which can be a lot more helpful, and just having all your file right on Blue as well. But at the moment, I think it's quite very new for both of us, for us and Pabbly team, which is why it's a bit limited, but I just want to also share with you how that works as well, on how the integration work and what you can do with Pabbly Connect and how you can actually automate some of your workflow to Blue as well. So I hope that answer your question. I'm gonna share with you on how the add-on would look like as well. So let me just go back here. And this is the correct one, form submissions. And then the title. So this would be the name, like that. And then the positions. So position is tricky. So you'll need to use the sheet ID. And then now let's just save and send test and see if that works. Okay, so now it works. As you can see here, we have Maria, the form submissions as well, and let's do a send test. If there's an error, so that's something that the positions or any of the title that you filled in is wrong and that your mapping is wrong. So just test out a few of others mapping here and see if there's anything that might be wrong. So now let's go to Blue and see if that was submitted. Okay, so as you can see, there's 2 Maria because I click on send request twice. So now I just want to share with you, now we're going back to Pabbly Connect, share with you on the add-on version and how you can actually add description as well from the forms. So now let's click on Blue again. Add or update to-do descriptions and connect. Again, choosing the Blue API, click save. Let's just wait a couple seconds. Okay, so this is actually mapped out perfectly. Sometimes this can be like a different list, so just make sure that you're on the right list and you're on the right to-do where you want to add the description as well. So the descriptions would be form received, the email address, and then you also want to add phone number as well, because this is the information that we received from the forms. Unfortunately, at the moment, it is not yet possible to actually map out the custom field, but that is something that I really want to talk with the Pabbly team and see if there's anything that we can do, and just making sure that everything is in the right place as well for our Blue users. Okay, so now let's just quickly send in a test and hopefully it works. Oh, okay, so as you can see here, is an error here, which shouldn't be. So let me just, maybe I'll add a description here as well. So let's see if that works. Hold on. This should work normally. Just quickly do that and see if that works as well. So that should work normally, which I tested earlier. Okay, so don't forget to add your positions and the sheet IDs from there. And then if you go back to the Blue section here, and as you can see, this is the description icon. And we have the email and phone number from the form submissions. So that is how the add-on works. Please let me know if you have any questions regarding the add-on as well. At the moment, it is a bit limited when it comes to the add-on and the custom fields, but hopefully once we advance further into this and have a lot more integrations, triggers and action between the other tools instead of just actions happening on Blue. That way, this can be a little bit more advanced for definitely for our Blue users as well. So at the moment, this is just how you would send in any triggers to Blue and having the action happen on Blue. So that's just how that would work at the moment. And again, once you save this, next time when there's a new form submission, it will automatically save and send it to Blue, like how it would work on my end here. So now we're just going back to Blue. So as you can see here, I have like 73 conversations, ticket assigned to me, Google Calendar invites, and form submissions. So all of these are directly from Pabbly Connect and from different tools that I have. So this one would be the Help Scout or MailChimp if you're using MailChimp. And this is the calendar invite, and this is the form submissions that I've been testing out as well. I really encourage you to just sign up for free and then test out Pabbly Connect. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out us at help@blue.io. I'll click on this question mark here and then ask and then email us anything that you're stuck on. So that's just how you would receive form submission. And this is work the same if you're using Webflow or WordPress. This work exactly the same as well between both of them. Okay, so now let's go back to our Pabbly. Let's go back to the dashboard now that we finished this section here. And we set up the trigger and automations. So this would be quite a lot if you receive a lot of tickets. So now I'm just going to share with you how ticketing work as well. Let's create another workflow. And then this would be Help Scout support ticket. And then now we're choosing Help Scout. But if you work with other tool that as a ticketing system or like an emailing system as well, when there's a new conversations, new customer, anything like that, click connect. Let's just do a new one since I want to share with you how that works. And then we authorize them quickly. Done. So it takes a couple of seconds to connect with other apps as well. And you go to Blue. Choose what is going to happen on Blue. So again, that would be create a to-do. Click on connect. Use the Blue API that we have had. Connect like that. And then make sure that you click on email tickets. And then the title. Okay, so I'll actually need to save and send this test first. Unfortunately, we don't have any new tickets at the moment, so I'm just gonna show you how it works, which I actually create a new Gmail account to show you how that works. So to do that, you click on help@blue.io and then Pabbly test, connecting test. And then we will send it to the help@blue, which is the ticketing system that we have. Click on send. And then we should be able to receive it at a few seconds. It takes a bit of second to receive it, and then we'll be able to see it from here as well. So let's just wait a little bit. Okay. So now there's a new conversations. Quickly get on to this. We connect. Okay. So as you can see, Pabbly test, connecting test, which is the email that we sent earlier from our Gmail account. And now that we've got that, create a to-do. So what we want to do right here, so let's just do a refresh section here because we need to do that first. Let's just wait a couple of seconds as well. Actually, I'm just going to do it quickly by just refresh everything instead of letting everyone wait. Okay, so as you can see, we have the test. Let's do resend a test. Okay. So let's do a resend test as well, because that didn't work quite well on our favor. So let's help at blue.io and then test again. Let's do that. Testing and then send. So now we're just gonna wait again for the new conversations. I'm very sorry to keep everyone waiting. So let's wait for that. Okay, I think we received it now. Testing like that. This should say it right away. Okay. Testing again, testing. Now we pick our blue. Click on blue, create new to do, click connect again, click save. Like so. Make sure that this is the correct list that you want. Click on help scout new conversations, the subject, and then the positions, which is the thread number 1. And then click save and send test. Let's hope this works. Okay, looks like it's working quite well. So as you can see here, and then now let's go check on blue. So if there's an error here, then that means there's something's wrong. And you might need to just refresh and go back and just click on map out the correct sections that you have here. It really depends, and it's really different from other tools. So just make sure that everything, you can just quickly send a test request and see if it works or not. Just do your own testing as well. And then now you go to blue, and as you can see here, the email ticketing system works. And now let's try to add tag as well. Let's add the tag and also some descriptions, but that would require other steps. So let's do that. And then let's add to do tag. Okay, I actually need to create tag first on blue. Sorry about that. And then let's do create new tag and say ticketing, like that, something like that, right? And then we can remove this from here. Just make sure that you already have your tags on blue. Okay, now go back, add to do tag, click connect, save. So this is just the second action. We already did our first action where we send the email to our blue account. And then now it's just adding some final touches like adding tags, adding description, just making sure that everything is in the correct space. To-do list, ticket email system. It takes a couple of seconds. Probably test and then add tag. Ticketing, is this the one that tag that we have? But if you have like different types of tag, please make sure to click on the correct tag as well and save and send test request. As you can see, it works. And now we go back to blue and see if it actually applied. Okay, so it automatically applied. So now anytime where I have a new conversation or new email, it automatically adds tag. But you can definitely do that with other calendar invites. So let's say if you have calls, you can actually have the call tagged here as well, or form submissions, form tag. So it really depends on your workflow and how you would want to add your tags and categorize your work. Okay, so now I also want to add the description as well, because we don't want to just have the subject on the email. So let's just try that. Add blue again. This can be tedious and it can take a little bit of time to set everything up, but once you're done with the setup, anytime you receive any email, anytime you receive any tickets from a client or your customer, you do not have to copy and paste everything and put it on blue. You just have the Pabbly Connect to do the automated workflow for you. And then click on connect. Blue 3, make sure that that's the same API that you created. Click on save. Okay, and then make sure to click on the email ticketing system, Pabbly tasks, and then descriptions. So this would be the preview, and then the positions as well. So make sure that it's thread 1, which is the same as the one that we set up earlier as well, thread 1. And then save and send test requests. So let's hope that works. Okay. So you can see text testing, and then now we go back to Blue again. As you can see, the description icon pops up, so which means that it works. And then you can see here the descriptions, which is something that the text of the email that you'll be able to save right on Blue as well. And then just don't forget to click save everything, and then okay. Saved. Make sure that you save all of your work so that even though once you click save and send test, it's already saved, but I just like to make sure that everything is safe and that I don't miss anything from here as well. Okay, so now that that is done, and we go back to our dashboard, as you can see here, you can create as many workflow as you want. It really depends on your plan. Again, Pabbly team is kind enough to offer everyone a lifetime deal plan. If you want to check that out, please use the link that I share with you as well. So a special offer for everyone for our Blue user. And then normally the regular plan can be quite expensive, but I do recommend to use the lifetime deal if you want to go ahead and purchase that as well. So I left it in the chat on Zoom. So if you want to quickly take a look at that as well, the pricing plan, if you just scroll up, you'll be able to see as well where you can get the lifetime deal with Pabbly Connect. And again, there's other things that you can do with this. There are many, many different tools that you can integrate with. So let me just quickly create a new workflow here and then share with you some other tools as well. So let's just do a test here, which is what I recommend you to do. Just test everything out and see if it works for your workflow. And I think this would really help boost your productivity, where you don't have to copy and paste everything and move it to Blue. You can just have it automatically filled in Blue, create your own to-do as well. So you don't have to actually go in and then create a to-do. So as you can see here, you can also integrate with Shopify if you're in e-commerce, and then have the to-do actions on Blue. But hopefully once we have the webhook ready, we'll be able to send triggers from Blue. So what that means is that when you create a new to-do, or if you're assigned someone, it automatically show up in their other tools, like if they're using other CRM tool, or if they're using like a Shopify or anything, where it can actually save everything and just boost your productivity. So in case you're working with, like, let's say a new lead, new Facebook lead or anything, it automatically add everything right on Blue. Because since Blue is we have unlimited storage, so you can actually do whatever you want, save anything right on Blue. So I highly encourage you to check out Pabbly Connect and just see what are some of the tools that might work for you. One of the tools that we work a lot with is circle.io, which is our community platform. So I think a lot of you here are already a part of the community. So if you go to ask.blue.io, so it looks like we can also do some integration with the community as well. So I believe there's something like a new comment on the community, it will automatically add the to-do right on Blue. So this is just our community as well, where we post daily reminders and anything like that. So that's just something that I find very helpful with Pabbly Connect. And once we have like other triggers and anything, and a more updated version of this, I think it really helps boost your productivity. But in the meantime, if you really want to test this out, just sign up for free. And then if you feel like it really helps you in your workflow, just get their lifetime deal while it lasts at the moment. So yeah, please leave any questions you've got in the comment below, right? So let's just leave like a 5-minute Q&A session because I know a lot of us already gone through some of the question as well. If there are any questions or concern, please leave it in the chat. I'm definitely very happy to answer and try to help as much as I can. Yeah, so actually this week we have a lot of participants, which is I'm very, very grateful for anyone who joined in this week as well. Hopefully the time zone works well for your end. If you want, you can definitely please leave in a comment down below where you're from as well, so that I can work around your time zone, and that we can have like a more engaging participant like this week. So please now leave in the questions down below. It doesn't have to be Pabbly Connect related. It can be sorry, I was about to say Blue Connect. Okay, Blue related, any features that you might be interested in. Blue Connect to set automatically and send email from Blue to customer. Yes, so actually once we have Webhook, which I mentioned earlier, once we have Webhook, we can actually set triggers from Blue and then to other people. At the moment, it only works to have actions on Blue, but I do understand that it's very, very helpful for having it and then send from Blue to other tools as well. The timeline for this, so I don't have the exact timeline since our team is quite small. I know we say this a lot, but some of the feature might take a bit of time. And I did discuss this with our engineer team, me and Manny. We spoke about this also, and then we really want to push this out. So hopefully, I would say within the next quarter, but we really do want this to come out soon because I think that it's very, very helpful for our Blue users. So yeah, I can update you as well. For recurring tasks, yes, this is something that our team has also been working on. So the reason why it's not working, it's because unfortunately one of the team member who's actually worked on the recurring task is no longer with us. So a lot of the features we need to go back in and recheck all the codes as well. So which is why it has been delayed. So I'm very, very sorry about that. Hopefully once it's fixed, I can notify you as well. Since our team is really, really small, a lot of the features can be tough, but repeating to do is something that we've been pushing, and hopefully it's fixed very, very soon, and we can add new like advanced options on the repeating to do as well. So that way we'll be able to actually push everything out. Okay, so let me know if we have any other questions. Copying of forms to another project. So copy forms to another project is also it's actually in development at the moment. One of our developers is actually working on this right now. So I unfortunately don't have a timeline or an estimated arrival date, but I can assure you that this is something that we're working on actively, and hopefully within this quarter or so we'll be able to push it out, because it's actually let me just quickly check our Blue AQ and see the status of it right now. We go to Blue AQ. Blue AQ. Yes, so it's actually in development, and our team is actively working on this. So hopefully within the next quarter or so, because this is something that we really focus on, copy form would be out very soon. Thank you so much for your questions. Okay, so when you rename the columns, it actually removes the name, is that correct? Okay, so some of the new features, yes, Lorenzo, this is something that I brought up to our juniors team as well. So we're actually working on that. Yeah, so I will definitely notify you once that is ready. So questions on something that we're working on at the moment. So we do have reminders coming soon. We have Gantt chart, and then we also have Blue Docs, some exciting new features. public link. So this is something that we've been pushed back, but this is something that we are bringing back now, public link. And then file folders is in development that it will pushing to beta very, very soon. So look forward to file folders. And once we have file folder, we will have file links as well. So you can actually share your files to other people that's not on Blue. Okay, so I think our time has come to an end. I'm really, really grateful for anyone who's joined today. It's been really fun and really engaging. And this definitely encouraged me to continue doing these webinars. And hopefully I get to see everyone again next week. For new topics, we'll be sending out emails as well for next week. And if you follow our community, we'll definitely let you know what are some of the new feature. And I'll definitely upload this to YouTube, and you can check that out as well. So thank you everyone for joining in. If you want to reach out to us, please email us at help@blue.io. So let me just quickly share that. Blue.io. Yes, very sorry about the speed. I'll try to go slower next time. Really sorry about that. So just email us at help@blue.io, or if you want, you can actually book a demo with us as well. Free support for 30 minutes. I'll come in and share with you as well if you're stuck on any features, or if you have any questions on any features. So just let me know. And if you have any feedback or suggestions, our email is always open for everyone. Thank you so much, Lorenzo. Thank you for your support. Thank you everyone for supporting today's topic.